episode 256 of the 8-Bit Geek. If this is your first time here, let me catch you up to speed. 8-Bit Geek is a lot like a new pair of socks. You know, they come in large quantities. They feel wonderful when you first put them on. They bring you just comfort and joy throughout the day. But then they start going missing. You know, all of a sudden you're mismatching your socks and they have holes all in them. And at that point, it's just time for new socks. I'm Jeremy. And with me are two men who lost their virginity to a sock.
Wait, hey, it's me, Sean. I'm stepping in today for Jug.
Define lose your virginity and define sock.
I'll tell you when you get older.
Okay.
How much older?
How old are you now, Kev?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to be 37 in a couple weeks.
Oh,
I'm so old.
Right.
Holy shit,
happy
Kev.
birthday.
Kev.
We have a couple weeks to plan.
Kev. Death is at your door, my friend.
I know. That's why I said when you turn 47, I won't be here with us. So I'll come back from the grave to tell you what I wanted to tell you when you were today.
Kev, let me ask you something. Do you get random, body aches at 37?
Random body aches, from my body or from others?
Your body. Thank you, Destin42, for subscribing to us with Twitch Prime.
Yeah, I mean random body aches, but nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I grew up skating, skateboarding and stuff, so my knees are all fucked anyway.
Okay,
they've been fucked since my 20s.
Your knees are just effed.
Yeah.
You wake up and you go, oh God, why can't I turn this body apart like I used to?
Yeah, well, things happen.
When did those start hanging so low?
Yeah, when I was much fatter, yes. Now that I've started getting somewhat back in shape, things are a lot easier to do than they were when I was 315 pounds.
Things aren't hanging as low as they were.
Right.
Maybe that's my issue then. Maybe that's what's going on, because I wake up and I go, oh, I need to stretch. I've never needed to stretch.
What? My testicles are at my ankles.
Yeah, dude, no joke. I used to fucking lose my breath tying my shoes, not my testicles. Oh, sorry, unrelated. I should have prefaced that.
Guys, I used to lose my breath tying my testicles.
I mean, I don't lose my breath for that anymore. Not since the accident. But I just remember every morning I'm like, oh, here we go. I have to hold my breath as I put my shoes on.
It's still about testicles. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're talking about.
When I put my testicles on. And we've lost 18 viewers since then.
No, we've gained them. Doug, you're in your 30s now. Have you noticed anything weird happening with your body? Any changes that you're going through?
Well, last week I started my period. So.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Me too. We're in sync.
You lost there.
Jer spit up. We're besties, Doug.
Cool. Now we can share sanitation napkins. What are they called?
Sanitation napkins?
Yeah, I'll bring a couple of spare with me to Comic Blues, and if you need one, I got you covered.
Are you talking about tampons?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make the commercials and everything. We're gonna ride horses. We're gonna go to soccer games, and it's gonna be great. Walking through a field in Houston in July, or whenever it's hot.
Oh God, that's so awesome. Speaking of tampons, did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
No.
Weird segue, my friend. Yes, I did. And it was actually very entertaining. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Now, I know most people who are into gaming and geekery don't give a shit, so we'll keep it strictly to the ads. Did you guys at least watch the ads?
Yes.
So real quick, best ad of the Super Bowl?
Tide.
For sure.
Which one? They had 20.
All of
them. All of them.
Tide really used all that money that people when the people bought their Tide Pods in surplus. They used all that money to take out Super Bowl ads.
And it
was
worked.
awesome.
Talking about giving it back.
I think second place goes to the Dorito commercial.
Doritos Mountain Dew, because it was the same damn thing.
Doritos Mountain Dew commercial. That shit was awesome.
That was funny.
So,
I would say the one that got me happy was the fact that they were like, hey, by the way, there's a Cloverfield movie coming out. Hey, by the way, it's coming out tonight on Netflix after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was more hyped for the Super Bowl to end than the fucking like Philly fans were.
Yeah. There are some really great trailers also.
oh yeah. There definitely was. There was the
Infinity War.
Infinity War, but I don't care about that one because I've seen the full trailer and I don't want to see anymore. So as soon as that came on, I walked out of the living room.
Yeah.
That's like I don't want to see anymore. I don't want it ruined.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, and there's the new Mission Impossible, which is I was watching the Graham Norton show last week, and Tom Cruise and the chick that's in that movie and Superman.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, they're talking about all the stunts and stuff and how Tom Cruise like did those stunts, like him hanging from that cable from the helicopter and him flying the helicopter and doing the stunt flying is all Tom Cruise, which is just like, get out of here. How much is your life insured for?
Yeah. It's that Scientology money right there.
And you could just see the stunt guy at his stunt double just being like, all right, fine, cool. Thanks for taking my job.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
He still gets paid. He's on set.
Yeah, there's other stuff he still has to do.
Yeah. And then there was the Solo movie trailer, which
Solo Cups.
Doug is about.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence. Like I'm excited because it's in the Star Wars universe, but that dude looks nothing like Han Solo, and like Doug mentioned in chat, sounds nothing like Han Solo.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest thing. Okay. We've talked about this several times, like especially when they announced that they were doing a Han Solo film. Like I've never wanted a Han Solo movie because we're gonna do a young Han Solo. Okay, he's like 29 in A New Hope, and so between like 22, which I think he's supposed to be around. It's supposed to be like 5+ years before, but not a whole lot because he's still like an adult. So like you don't change looks that drastically and also maybe get 2 feet fucking taller. Like,
they're gonna Rogue One it. It's gonna end where New Hope begins, like where they start off in New Hope.
like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do something to like.
They're gonna be hanging out in the cantina.
Well, I hope not. But I mean, there's supposed to be stuff with Jabba the Hutt. There's I guess a new toy. Something was announced today for the movie, and it was a Jabba the Hutt thing for the movie. So
they have to, because Jabba was so like he was talked about in the past, like he was part of his past big time, right? So
yeah. So
He was someone he did jobs for, yeah.
Yeah. So I
he
don't know, man.
Credits too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't want a Han Solo film. I still kind of don't want a Han Solo film because Harrison Ford is irreplaceable. I mean, it's a fact why, they couldn't get some other old man to play, Han Solo in Episode 7. They, it had to be Harrison Ford because I don't know. And then on top of that, okay, he doesn't look like him. Sure, whatever. But he's close enough, I suppose. I think there's other actors that could have done a better job looking like him. But then in the trailer, he doesn't sound like him. Harrison Ford has a very distinct way of talking and saying his lines, no matter if it's Indiana Jones or the President of the United States or Han Solo. Like there's a very Harrison Ford way of talking, and this kid sounds nothing like it.
There was one part at the end of the trailer though, when he looks back and he says something about, I thought this is, I thought we were for sure we weren't going to make it, or something like that.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
He's like, I knew it was gonna be fine. Yeah, I knew we were fine. Yeah, we're fine
we're fine. Time. That was the only time that I was like, oh shit, Han Solo. I was like that. No, that was
it's like a Han Solo line and like the false cockiness and like the kind of false vibrato or whatever. Just like, oh man, I'm the best pilot. Like, yeah, no, of course it's gonna work. But it's not. It wasn't. It just wasn't Harrison Ford. I don't know, and that's my big thing about it. I'm excited, dude. I saw like a tweet today that was like, man, how much do you bet Disney wishes they made a Lando Calrissian movie? considering that everyone thinks that Donald Glover is going to be the star of this. Because fuck yeah, Donald Glover is Lando Calrissian. I would watch the shit out of that movie.
That beard is so smooth.
Because you know what? The thing is, he's going to do that movie, and he's going to play it like Billy D. Williams. Like he's gonna have that swagger about the way he talks. You know, it's just.
I agree. The funny thing that I thought about as well was the inside of the Millennium Falcon is all like crisp,
like spotless,
like, spotless, clean, and the walls are white. And I was like, damn, what has happened in 5 years? That thing is so
all Chewbacca.
Yeah, listen, I have a dog. It's definitely Chewie's fault.
Chewie was shedding all over the place. That stuff doesn't come out easily.
It's a mixture of shedding and then like that fur just tracks in dirt and leaves, man. We vacuum our house every day.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you know Han's not vacuuming, and you know Chewie sure shit isn't.
No. He's definitely, he lays it and walks away.
Yeah. It's like we're talking about work today. It's just people were like, oh, is that supposed to be the Millennium Falcon? And it was like, yeah. Like it looks like an Imperial ship. Well, it might have been. It might have been an Imperial freighter that he straight up stole, or someone stole, or I don't know. Because it looks. I saw a side by side shot, almost the exact same shot from like I don't know if it was episode 7, or episode 4, because it kind of looked like that shot from 7 where Han Solo's about to walk in the door, and then that one, and it's almost the exact same like angle and stuff, and it's just like y'all nasty.
Was there anything? Oh, there's a Jurassic Park as well.
I didn't see that one. I must have tuned in late. I didn't catch kickoff, so
Jurassic Park one was really rad. Like it was way better than the teaser that they showed off.
Oh, okay.
It looks really cool. So
like, where do they go from here? Like, I don't understand how they're making a Jurassic World 2. Is it called Jurassic World 2 or is it some other?
It's Jurassic World. And they're trying to go back to save the dinosaurs because there's going to be a volcano eruption.
What?
Yeah.
They're trying to have a dance marathon so that they can save the children's workshop.
I don't know.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna see it. I fucking love the Jurassic Park movies.
Jurassic World was good.
Kev, don't be down on this shit, man.
No, I just don't know where they can go from here. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't know where they can go from here.
Well, it's because we didn't pitch it to them, so who knows what they're gonna do?
Yeah, right.
But I mean, you add dinosaurs chasing humans, and that's where you go.
Yeah, especially like I loved them in Jurassic World where they were in those stupid hamster balls. So
they're back. Those hamster balls are back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pumped.
All right. So if you like what you've heard so far, if you like our banter, you like our style, then you can always subscribe to us right over on Audio Boom. They are our sponsor. We love them for it. And you can check us out there. All the shows are on there. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and anywhere else that you would find a podcast. You can add us with an RSS feed as well. You can also follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And, of course, we're live every Monday night right here on Twitch. Our website says 8 p.m. Sometimes it's 8:05. Sometimes it's 8:10. But it's always around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You'll find us.
Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time. If you can't connect with us on Twitch or on social media for some reason, a lot of people are stepping away from Facebook these days, you can always jump on over to Discord. We've got a great community over there. People are talking all the time back and forth. And it's a wonderful place to meet new friends, find people to game with, and talk about the show as well. So if you have any questions, for any of the hosts of any of the shows, then you can always ask it there. We're pretty available. We get back to people here in pretty quickly. So speaking of other shows, we also have 8-Bit Saga, Divas Drop Kicks and Dives. We have Brainberry Tarts and Garbage Day, and 8-Bit Saga just had a ad on the Adventure Zone.
Yeah. So
that just happened. And so we want to thank our Patreon supporters because you did that. And it's a fantastic thing. 8-Bit Geek will get theirs next. We'll be on my brother and me. And that's going to be fantastic. It's really helped 8-Bit Saga. Like it's boosted them way to the top of the charts. And so a lot of new people are getting in. A lot of new content's being shared. A lot of views and comments and stuff are being left on social media. So that is all because of Patreon. So if you want to help us reach more people, then head on over to our Patreon page. You can donate to us monthly, subscribe, and for $5 a month, you'll get a ton of new content. You'll get a pre-show, you'll get a post-show, and then you'll get some fun stuff in between. And you get access to a super secret chat over on Discord as well. So please do that. You can even give like $1 million if you want.
Just if you want. A small loan of $1 million.
No loan. We don't want to pay that back.
Small donation.
Yeah, get it right, man. Get it right. So that's it. Now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the show after we got the announcements out of the way. This is Misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the Misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, but we definitely can't make this stuff up. I wonder where Sean is hiding under.
Was hiding under?
Are you hiding under?
What?
I don't want you. Give me Sean.
All right, hold on. Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, Mr. Sean, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You don't have that same energy as you normally do.
You've lost that love and feeling.
You've lost
that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling.
Cat.
You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's go. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just a little tired.
All right. Well,
Found an issue that's been keeping me up at night.
Well, tell us about it.
Yeah.
I just want to say this is this is not a misconnection, but it's a really funny copy pasta. I have a farting penis.
Wait. What?
Yeah. Hi. Not too sure where to start, but I'm a 24-year-old male with a very humiliating problem. At least to me. My penis farts. This is what my latest girlfriend called it. Although she says it's the cutest and sexiest thing she's ever seen, I can't begin to express how embarrassing this is to me. It can be anything from a soft, wet whistling sound to a very loud popping or air escaping quickly sound.
Oh.
So either like a or like a zip,
Zip.
zip, zip, something like that. Zip. Yes, just like a regular fart, but much higher pitched and can be about 5 times as loud. I got coming out of a smaller hole, I guess. During a typical hand job, my penis can fart up to 30 times.
Oh God!
God.
every time it goes up.
Oh, it's like silly putty. You remember when you get silly putty and you like
Put it in your finger in it, it goes.
maybe not silly putty. It was like gack or whatever, that Nickelodeon gack.
Yeah, is that the slimy stuff?
Yeah, gack.
Slime.
Didn't they call it gack so they didn't get sued or something like that? Or they like made their own special slime?
Who did? Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
No, Nickelodeon had slime.
Then why did they call it gack?
They also had gack.
Did they have gack?
Yeah.
I've never seen gack. Anyways, continue.
My girlfriend seems to love it, but I feel like crying. The gentlest squeeze, especially at the base, can elicit a fart, but the worst is when I orgasm. This is not a health issue, as I've been doing this all my life.
All me.
Oh,
All me life.
It doesn't hurt. In fact, the vibrations alone can initiate an orgasm. It's just humiliating. Most women don't say anything. Some laugh, but every girl who has witnessed this seems to be mesmerized by it. I know women like confident men, but I just cannot seem to get comfortable with this, and I feel like it's ruining my life. Girls talk, and I feel like the talk of the town. High school was a nightmare. My question is, am I the only one?
Are my
My face belongs to us.
Has anyone else experienced this? I've checked books,
Hello
done
there.
internet searches,
Thank you for that
etc.,
sexy follow.
but I can't find anything related to my problem. I don't feel like I can cure the problem, but how can I be more comfortable with it? How would you feel if you met a man who was attractive, kind, sensitive, and sincere, but his penis farted? Sorry if I was being too graphic, but I felt like I finally needed a woman's opinion. Thank you for your help and concern. Best wishes, yours truly, Sean Pennis.
Kev, you're the best. You're the most sensitive out of the group, so why don't you give your opinion?
on a farty dick?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I mean, I'm concerned, so I can at least give that part where it says thank you for your help and concern. I'm concerned. Nothing about that seems normal. And like, what happens when you have to urinate? Do you like, does it come out in spurts? Because it's like there's air pockets. Like, there's way too much of this that I don't want to know the answers to. Like, I'll ask the questions, but I don't want the answers.
No.
So we need to get in contact with this guy then. Let's have him on the show.
We just did.
I'm right here.
Oh, my bad. You're right, Sean. Do you get bubbles when you pee?
No.
Just wondering.
No.
Okay. I'm a little nervous about mine because I'm doing a voice that you guys know of, but I've never attempted on the show. And it's going to be
What voice is that?
Huh?
Do I need to mute my headphones now?
No, you do not.
Okay.
But stay with me, okay?
All right.
Oh boy!
Oh Jesus!
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I meet between those thighs. Male for woman from Idaho.
From where?
That's what Idaho. That's Indio.
Oh. Okay. Come on over and let me slide your pants off.
Oh no!
Oh God, Vicky. Oh Jesus.
We can't use that name.
You know what? I would say fair use, but it's Disney. I'm scared. So, oh no, Ricky.
Well, now you dropped both. Like, never mind. We can't say either of those.
I called him Ricky.
Yeah, his name's Ricky. I'm Ricky.
Ricky the Rat.
Ricky the Rat. Bend over and the counter at top and let me lick and suck, finger, and anything else you want me to do to that shaved pussy
God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
and ass until you orgasm so many times that you can't take it. Then you can do what you want. Oh God. I can't say the next one.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You make Kev read some horrible shit. It's your turn.
Oh God. Oh no.
Okay. Oh, I'm a pussy monster.
Oh God.
I love to eat pussy. Nothing expected in return. I've got some Tina and Green. Hit me up if I got to leave for work, up the 6:45. Your picture number gets mine. I'm in my late 20s, good shape and handsome.
That is one dirty rat.
I think Ricky the Rat's gonna get a sequel someday.
Oh my god,
Please
so dirty. oh god, like everything about me feels wrong right now.
Everything. I'm gonna go take a shower after that one.
Oh, I can't wait to get the response.
Oh my god.
Oh, so
Well, while you wait, I just want to throw this quick one out there. I'm just looking for a filmy, a filmy. Just a couple films, actually. My Blockbuster recently closed, so I need some films to watch. But before that, I need a female with milky breasts wanted for sex. Male for women in Queens this week. Let's test in the East Coast, you know? Hello. As the title states, I'm looking for a woman that is lactating to have sex with. Well, want to squeeze your milky breasts? I have a strong sex drive with endurance. If this is something you would be interested in, reply back with breast pic. Just one. I can host. All breast sizes welcome.
You're gonna get Colin's nurse.
Ah, yes, the supple one. Literally one. I'm still feeling pretty dirty after that mouse or that rat.
Yeah, it's a rat. It's a
Definitely
rat.
not a mouse. That is a full blown rat. Yours truly, Velvet Jones, baby. Conversations, please.
Well, you guys watched something on Netflix right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Man.
We both watched
Black Mirror season 4.
Black Mirror season 4.
Oh, that's
How did that not show up in the top box office?
Right. Well, we watched the
The
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Paradox?
There was a paradox, yes.
It was bound.
And it was bound. Dude, I just finished that book. It was so fucking good. Paradox
so
Bound.
Good.
Peter Klein's. So good. Go check it out. But
And
yes.
we are going to have Peter Klein's back on the show very soon, whenever we can organize it,
Yeah.
to review Jason X, because we all here love it, especially Jer. But I don't think he's seen it before.
In October. And check
before.
out Twitch, where you can watch me watch it for the first time, I guess.
Wait, have you seen it?
Yes.
We need to get you and Doug back on a two-seater to watch it.
Well, that's not scary at all.
Yeah.
It's the love
It's
sofa.
not scary at all.
It's not scary, but it's very entertaining for the viewers, and
That's
terribly angry for Doug,
Wait, why?
because Doug doesn't like to be touched, and you're all up on him every time something happens.
We just stated that it's not scary.
Yeah, but you're still gonna make a move on him.
That's besides the point, but he welcomes that. Hey Mo, thanks for subscribing. That's
Oh,
that's 6 months in a row. We need to give him a
The
three-way,
sheets
guys.
were
Let's go.
rocking. You came knocking. Thanks for the
Oh,
follow.
sorry, I came in late.
yeah, you always do.
Well, there was another. We just got another follow. So
We got a follow from Dragon Masters that's
Yeah.
followed. Also, Bloody Fresh 55 is followed. Once again, earlier we said Destin 42 subscribed, and Kevin WK is subscribed. Here's for you, Kevin. Oh,
Whoa, self-fellatio.
Nice.
I get it.
Jumanji has been a beast at the box
Oh,
office.
so we're not going to talk about the movie we watched.
Cloverfield was good. We're just gonna cut you off right there.
Wait, we went so far off track. We were at Jason X for a second. I
Yeah.
forgot that we've been talking.
Because we got caught up with Peter Klein.
Yeah, we
We
talked
always
about Peter. Yeah, because we talked about Paradox Bound. Anyways, I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. It was it could have been a standalone movie. There was very light references to the Cloverfield universe, but just like how Cloverfield the second one was, Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield
They're-
Lane. Yeah.
Yeah, they find a way to connect everything in some kind of weird way,
Well,
but it works.
I also wonder if this one, if we're seeing a cause for the effects that we see in the other movies, because at the very beginning, they talk about like, okay, so there's a space station up in space that's trying to create like energy, right? Because like we're running out of fossil fuels on Earth. There's like the brink of war, blah blah blah. So there's a space station. They're going to use like essentially like a hadron collider, just a particle collider, to try and create this energy. And the Donald Logue from Gotham, the guy that plays Detective Bullock, is on the news,
Mhm.
and he's just like, "This is stupid and dangerous, and if they do this, they could rip open the fabric of reality and release monsters and demons, and worlds and dimensions can collide, and all this stuff could happen. Check out my book." And
Yeah.
so that's essentially what happens, is that they do it. It's successful. They like rip open, I guess. They don't necessarily say they rip open dimensions, but like they definitely smash two together.
Mhm.
And so like they end up like when they find out where they are, they're like on the other side of the sun, and they've like there's a weird bleed over of like them and like the other dimension that like they're now the space they're now occupying. But that being said, like there's a story going on Earth with one of the characters' husbands, and like there's clearly monsters attacking. We don't really ever see them really, but there's like, it's not the war. You kind of get, they think they're being attacked, but it's not that. It's it's something different.
Right.
And I'm wondering if this movie, when this happens, is that what set loose the monsters in Cloverfield and in 10 Cloverfield Lane? Like what? Because we never learn where those came from, but you do eventually see a monster in this one, and it is clearly the Cloverfield monster. Like it's clearly that fucking monster. And so I'm just wondering if like, because he talks about how it could have. I'll get to you in a second, Jer. How, if that's what, again, caused those, and they could be completely different dimensions. But I wonder if that's what happened. If that's what caused the one to go after New York and stuff. Yes, Jer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because why, you ask? Thanks. It's because in the trailer, it says in the trailer to the movie, it was like, hey, find out how these monsters came to be.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't see the trailer.
Hey, it's a good thing that they said it in the trailer and not in the movie.
Yeah, they never really say it in the movie. I mean, honestly, because there's no other, like, they never really talk about the other.
Because there's no other reference.
There's
The
no
only
reference
thing
to
they
the
know on
movies.
the only conflict they know of that's going on is a conflict between Russia and Germany and could be the United States over whatever's left of the Earth's resources.
Yeah.
And that was the issue that was going on. That's why they were up there trying to create some new energy source.
Yeah. But there was definitely some moments where you're just kind of like, even with all that explanation stuff, you're still kind of like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
there was a lot.
what?
I mean, it was a typical J.J. Abrams film. Even though he didn't direct it, he was one of the producers. Same with Matt Reeves, which directed the original Cloverfield. They had some producing roles in it. It's a good movie. Left more questions than answers, but it was great. Definitely worth checking out, and a pleasant surprise for a Sunday night on Netflix.
Yeah, and a great cast too. Phenomenal.
Yeah, the cast was fantastic. You had the one German dude from
Daniel Bruhl, I think his name is, or something like that.
Is that Daniel Bruhl? He was in Inglourious Bastards.
Glorious Bastards.
He played like the hero German.
Yeah, Glorious Bastards, Rush, and that one Marvel movie, which I don't remember which one it is. He's the Nemo or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah.
Fucking! It's either Avengers 2 or Civil War, and I feel like it might be.
I think it was Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Civil War.
And then it had Chris O'Dowd from like IT Crowd.
Mm-hmm. He was fantastic.
He was funny and awesome. And like I said,
you had the woman from what's up?
I was gonna say Donald.
I was gonna say
Logue.
you had the woman from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah. So it was a good cast. It was very well rounded for like, again, like, and here's the thing, I read recently that the fourth movie had just finished filming and is slated to be out later this year, and I was like, fourth movie? Where the fuck is the third? And then like within like a week, there it is. I was just like,
And you get the third.
yeah, like holy shit, I didn't know this was happening.
Funny thing about that too, somebody tweeted out, they're like, oh yeah, the first Cloverfield had like months of marketing and everything. Second Cloverfield was like announced and then came out within the month. Third Cloverfield movie was announced and came out within the same night.
Yeah.
So like fourth Cloverfield is going to be J.J. Abrams going door to door, just throwing Blu-rays through windows.
Box office was kind of dreadful.
That was
Nothing really happened.
Terrible weekend of the movies.
10 million was 11 million was the top movie. It's still Jumanji for 7 fucking weeks in a row.
Because there's nothing else out. Nobody cares for Maze Runner, which is the second one.
Yeah.
Third.
But
Second.
Winchester came out this
Third.
week.
Well, then what's in
Maze-
between
That-
Jumanji and Maze Runner?
Oh, I thought you were saying that it was the second movie, the second Maze Runner movie.
No.
Oh no, second place.
I went to go see 3 Billboards in Georgia.
I do want to see that.
Fantastic. Really, really fucking good. Like it is a really great movie. Great storytelling. And it has what's his name? Fucking
Steve Brule.
Sam Rockwell should win an award for his role. It's really good.
Nice.
All right, let's get into some news here. Here's the reason why Doug hates people. So,
Sure.
I mean, this is just one reason out of many, but this is what happens here. Black Panther is set up to be one of the largest grossing Marvel films probably of all time. It already has surpassed pre-sale tickets for any other Marvel film, and the pre-sale tickets are unbelievable. This thing is reaching people everywhere, and it's just it knows no bounds, and it's going to be amazing. I think the test screenings and the what's it called? What are the reporter screenings, all that kind of shit.
What's that called? With the people they
people that
report on things.
Report things. You know, the reporters,
Fuck,
the
I can't think of the
bloggers,
fucking name.
Oh yeah, journalists.
journalists.
Oh, the fake news media.
Yeah, the fake news. So all the fake news came back, and their reviews are great for the film. So I can't wait for it.
Yeah, did you guys see the what the actor showed up into the premiere?
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing, by the way. If you haven't seen online, for their premiere, they had everyone dress in like African clothing, like African garb.
I don't think
kings
that,
and queens.
I think that they had them dress up.
No, I'm saying Marvel. I think it was Marvel, or did they just, or whoever was setting it up, or whoever.
I think that was personal preference, and I think a lot of the actors were probably that they wanted to show their heritage, and
yeah. It was beautiful, though. That was one of the classiest premieres I've ever seen, or at least from the photos and everything like that. It looked amazing. And another one, Donald Glover was there, and he looked unbelievable. And Janelle Monáe was there, and she was gorgeous. She was dressed like a queen. Like everyone who was dressed there, it was like there was so many stories to be told on what they were wearing and the meaning behind what they were wearing. I would love to see a whole thing just on that, to be honest.
That'd be cool. The
theme of the premiere was royalty. Windress says, "Thank you, Windress."
Yep, thanks.
And they did turn out like it was unbelievable. Mike Coulter, yes. Luke Cage looked amazing too. Oh my God, everybody! Like I said, go look for those pictures. It was unbelievable. It was a thing of beauty.
I was just waiting. Yeah, I was just waiting.
Oh, and also another thing.
There it is. All right, we can move on now.
So there's some piece of shit people out there in the world that don't want this thing to be a success, because it already has they it says that 5,500 plus. I don't know what the Facebook group got up to, because there is an update on this, but there was a Facebook group started, and they were going to rally to sabotage the Rotten Tomato audience score and bring it all the way down, and just out of spite, because they I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
The title of the article says DC fans, which like, sure, that might be true. I know that there's like still some people hung up on this like DC versus Marvel like bullshit. I don't know, man. I feel the same way about DC versus Marvel as I do about Mac versus PC. Who the fuck cares? Let people have their preference, and if they like both, suck a dick. So it says that, but I just wonder how many of these people are just racist pieces of shit. So,
I wasn't going to say it, but since you took it there,
leave it to Doug.
Yeah, I wonder who. Come out the woodwork, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, and I feel like it's weird that they would blame DC fans for this, because I don't think DC fans are. I don't think there's 5,500 actual DC fans, and for more, I don't think that like they care enough to spend their time like bashing a movie online. But then again, it's the internet, and people love bashing shit online, so that's another story.
Yeah, you kidding me? Fat white nerds love bashing things online.
Hey, we're all... Wait, yeah, that's us. We resemble those remarks.
But I feel like way more people I feel like 90% of people love both DC and Marvel. Like it's not like a versus kind of thing. It's just like, hey, I want some great comic book films, and I don't care who serves them up. I'm going to eat them.
Right?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we've been behind that. Like we've said bad things about DC movies. We've said bad things about Marvel movies. In the majority, to us, I think Marvel has been a lot more. It's been hitting on the head. But DC's like over this last year, DC's been doing pretty well.
Yeah. Which we've been over and we'll go over in the future. But there's an update to the story. The Facebook event has been removed, and Rotten Tomatoes has come out with a statement saying that they're going to continue to monitor the platform and see if there's any kind of engagement that looks negative and shit like that. So there's a good thing coming out of it. And I just say, if you got issues if you're fucking going against a movie just because, like, go seek some fucking help, man.
Especially giving shitty reviews to a movie that's not even out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to like shit on the trailer, but it's another thing to actually like give a full review of a movie that isn't even out yet. And game wise too, like people do that. They shit on games before they even come out.
Hey, speaking of shitting on things that haven't come out yet,
let's shit on this. Let's go.
Shit on this because it is bad news. They're making DC Digital is going to be its own streaming service, and one where again you get to sign up for it for a monthly fee, and they're going to provide you some television. And here's one of the shows announced: Lois Lane and Lex Luthor, called Metropolis.
Team Cop duo. It's going to be a witty comedy featuring the antics of Lex Luthor and his crime-fighting partner Lois Lane.
I thought it was going to be like a Perfect Strangers kind of thing where they're roommates.
By day, she's a crime reporter for the what's the fuck other name of their newspaper? The Daily Planet. And by day, he's rich billionaire Lex Luthor, but by night they're the crime-fighting duo.
So dumb.
I'm bullshitting all of that. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be.
Oh, I was like looking for that in the article. I'm like, what?
No, yeah, none of that stuff. I'm not sure.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They say the premise is pulled straight out of a certain primetime network TV show. The main duo of FBI agents replaced by comic book characters, so they might as well be the fucking. Might as well be.
There is a time in the comics where Lex Luthor is a good guy, so I guess this could come down to that. But it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess once again, if they're not going to connect the worlds, because, obviously at the end of Justice League, there's a very cool scene with Lex Luthor that shows he's not a good guy.
They're not gonna fucking connect the TV, and we already know that the TV and film world are gonna stay very much.
Listen, if their Lex and Lois aren't the same from Smallville, this show can suck a dick.
That's the truth.
Was Lex good in Smallville? I've never watched Smallville.
Oh, Kevin, go back and watch it, man.
Best Lex.
Is it
best Lex?
Best Lex.
Was
he a good guy or a bad guy?
He's a bad guy. He's a little both.
So the actor, I just listened to a podcast recently. The actor who played Lex and the actor who played Superman both said that Superman was the bad guy in Smallville, and turned Lex Luthor bad. So
okay.
I love, man. And here's the thing, on that same podcast, I talked about how both of them had been approached by CW to reprise their roles on their various, I guess on Supergirl specifically, although maybe across the entire universe. And they both turned it down, and I cried.
Why would he turn that down? What else do they have going on in their lives?
They said that. So
Michael Rosenbaum was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that played Lex. He was the crystal dude.
Yeah, he was part of the original Guardians. Something like I think that's what they were. Mm-hmm. So he's plus he and then I think Tom Welling is on Lucifer right now.
Oh, okay.
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that full fucking action still. I haven't seen him in a while. Don't think I've seen him since The Fog.
Whoa. Throwback.
He said that he is very picky and it has to feel right for him to do it. And so
Superman doesn't feel right?
because he said, this is what he said. You know, a lot of people say that I played Superman, but I didn't. I played Clark Kent.
Fair? Okay. Well,
And so
time to put on the fucking suit, bro.
For real. For real. And so, yeah, Kev, go back and watch Smallville. I promise you, it'll be a joy.
Okay.
There's a couple seasons that are like, bleh, but for the most part.
I remember in that show when they introduced Oliver Queen, I was like, fuck yeah, Oliver Queen, this is sick as shit. And then when I watched Arrow a couple years later, I was like, man, I really like that fucking Oliver Queen from Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
But then I fell in love with the dreamy eyes of what's his nuts?
Oh,
Stephen
yeah.
Amell.
No, that's not his name. It's now What's His Nuts.
What's his nuts?
See, I'll add that to the queue. Unfortunately, I've got a hell of a queue right now because it's backed up.
Oh,
because I
okay.
figured even like I still have to watch The Punisher, but you know what's in front of that? I'm doing Cheers, and I'm on season 3 of Cheers.
You don't have to do
a
Cheers,
show
Kev.
from 1983.
Kev.
Hey, Cheers was legit. I remember watching that.
It is. It's so good. I love it. And like I said, I'm on season 3. Coach is still alive, so it's a good thing.
Thanks for spoiling that.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, he dies in real life, so they have to replace him with Woody Harrelson. I think that's a natural.
Thanks, man.
Spoilers, though, man. I'm only on news from 1984.
I hate to tell you guys this. At some point during the episodes, everyone yells Norm.
I knew that because we did that when we saw Norm at fucking Alamo City Comic Con last year.
Yeah, and we saw the Cliff Clavin cosplayer. That was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I was so hyped when I saw that guy. And he was very appreciative of me recognizing him.
Let's get into some gaming news. So there's a couple retailers out there. One who is threatening to not stock Xbox One console and games because of the Xbox Game Pass. They're saying that it's alienating game retailers, and they don't like it because they're not going to.
Where? What stores specifically?
In Australia.
Okay. In Australia.
Hold on. It's following a move by an Australian retailer to stop them. Retailers in the UK are making similar noises about rebelling against the service.
Oh, God. Man, where the fuck? Man, I wonder where Microsoft could sell some of their stuff at. Jeez, it's like, oh, man, if only you could buy these things online with free same-day shipping for orders over $35. Fuck, man, I wish a service like that existed.
Well, they don't over in the UK. You know it's the dark ages over there.
Oh.
It's a wonder how they even get lights on.
AJ's ears are ringing right now.
Well,
they're burning up.
Yeah,
That man, I don't know how he streams on 56K.
So that, you know what? It's a very large buffer.
It's kind of funny, though.
Starts streaming 6 hours before we see it.
This is the video game version of your movie pass right here. This is where like people are complaining about it.
Well, this is what I've noticed Xbox doing is slowly introducing each feature that they promised when they launched the console. Where
5 years ago.
Yeah. 5 years ago, they announced all of this stuff, and people lost their goddamn minds. So they said, okay, we'll pull back. So now they're slowly introducing it in a way where the gamers are on board and going, oh shit, I love that. And so one at a time, you see it happening, and this is just the next step. And so also, I don't see how this is going to kill any or alienate any retailers because they still have to sell the console. In order for somebody to get online for this.
Right.
Plus, this isn't for everybody. Some people like to collect boxes still and want to still buy the retail versions. The other thing is that this isn't all Xbox games. There's 100 games, yes, but they're not all Xbox One's games. And these are only exclusive games for the newer games that are coming out. So you still have third party as well.
Yeah, which for Xbox is a majority of the games, obviously. I mean, any system, the third party is really what sells it because, except for Nintendo, because they actually rely on their first party a lot more than their third. But you know what I mean? It's a drop in the bucket, and these people are worried about it. And a lot of these games are digital only anyway.
Mm-hmm. And there's some there are people they're saying like, well, when the games grow and grow over and they're all available online, they'll kill the secondhand market. Okay, Well, guess what? The Xbox doesn't make up just the secondhand market. You have Nintendo, you have Sony, you have all these other companies that you're raking in money. But also at the same time, people, if it happens, it will happen eventually. But I don't see it happening in the short term. It's the long game here. It's the long con, and they're bitching about something that's going to happen anyways. So
these are the same people that are mad because they're having to upgrade a DVD right now. Like, exactly. Oh, I have all, but I have all of these Disney VHSs. What am I to do with them?
Exactly. That's 100% correct.
Yeah, at this point, dinosaurs are dying. I mean, the death of the brick and mortar video game stores is imminent. That's why GameStop tried to get ahead of it and started, they purchased Geek, ThinkGeek, and they started selling their physical media stuff and that. But physical media, as much as we love it and as much as people are collectors, they really are going the way of the dinosaur. So look at Best Buy. I think even Target toward the end of the year, they're going to stop selling music CDs because it's not lucrative to them anymore. They're not making any money off of them.
Good. That's some good store realty that's being wasted on stupid CDs.
Right. I mean, games still have a few more years to go before they go fully digital.
Space.
I give it 10. Okay, let's check back and let's take a vote real quick. I say in 10 years, all modern video games are just going to be digital.
I'd say less than that. I wouldn't even give it 10 years. I'd say, man, I want to go 4.
Wow. Okay, 4. Doug?
Yeah.
I was going to say
next
5.
console.
You're going to say 5?
5 was going to be my answer, yeah.
Ants,
I say next console because I'm sorry.
Can you mark that, Ants? Can you put that down and see what our predictions are, and then we'll revisit in your Excel spreadsheet?
Well, okay, let's say our reasoning here. I say 4 years because I believe the media of it is like games they're getting too big for Blu-rays. I mean, they're gonna fill up Blu-rays, and by that point, the next possible step, they're not gonna make a disc bigger than a Blu-ray. I don't believe they're gonna be switching to either like flash cards, like kind of Nintendo is doing, but even though they're limited, it's gonna be a lot. It's just gonna end up being downloads, and everyone's just gonna rely on bigger hard drives.
The reason why I say 10 years is because of how slow the internet is moving throughout the country. There's still a lot of people who don't have broadband, and still a lot of people who have really slow broadband. And so I think that is going to be the hurdle to jump through in order to go all digital. So in gaming, at least.
That's fair. That's very fair. So I said 5 because I'm thinking more along the lines of like next when we'll see like the next shift to the next console, whatever it is. I know that we'll probably start seeing like PlayStation come out with a new one within the next few years. Nintendo will probably stick with the Switch for hopefully just a little bit longer, and the Xbox One X will probably stick around for again a couple more years. So I was thinking about 5 years when we'll probably see the next like jump in consoles, and I bet that's when we'll see a Switch. But Jared brings up a very good point with the internet.
Yeah.
I think the Nintendo just announced that they want to make the Switch last 7 years.
And they can. Like, they've got a good system on their hands. And it's just, once again, I mean, it comes down, they're finally embracing third party again. And that's really helping them out this time around.
Holy shit. Not only third party, but indies. Like, these indie developers are coming out and saying that we have sold more on the Nintendo Switch than we ever have any other console. And everyone seems to be getting very successful. The problem is going to come in is when it gets so saturated that nobody sells shit anymore.
Going back to the shovelware incident of the Wii.
So we'll see how they deal with that. But right now, I mean, they're on a roll, man. They just surpassed sales for the Wii. They've already done that. So not the Wii, the Wii U, and they sold like 14 million in a year. Which is awesome. So
it's a fun system. Like I said, all the shit I talked about, it was out of love, but I'm glad I got it, and I love Zelda for it. And I thought Super Mario Odyssey was fantastic. I wanted to see more. Like, I think the next game I'm picking up is, I mean, it's a redo anyway, but Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. That's the next big release, I believe. But
you didn't pick up the what's it called? The one with a million fucking is the Japanese title.
I don't know what.
That's like all
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up. I want to play it, but I haven't played the first one, and I don't know if it's one of those games you could just jump in without knowing the events of the first one. So I kind of backed off of it. Plus, my queue right now is pretty long. I've got games I got to catch up with. I still have to beat Horizon Zero Dawn and some others. So
there is a rumor that Microsoft is looking to purchase EA. Well, good luck.
Yeah,
it's like a shark eating a bigger shark.
And I say as long as Disney has stake in the games that EA is making, with them having like the hold on Star Wars titles, Microsoft isn't going to touch it, or can't touch it, or won't touch it. Like I promise you that if they were to put in a bid, the mouse would come back the next day and be like, "Sorry, here, add a couple more zeros to that. That's us," and that'll be it. And then they'll own a fucking gaming studio, like, but before they let Microsoft have it.
No way, bitch.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Ricky the Rat, you're back.
Well, Ricky the Rat is the accountant. He goes and acquires. When it has to be forceful about it. It's like, hey, you got to show. Yeah, you got to go show Microsoft who's boss. Ricky shows up.
They also are looking to possibly purchase PUBG Corp.
I heard about that.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean,
they did it with Minecraft. I mean, they bought Mojang or whatever, so I could picture them buying PUBG Corp.
This time, just don't make it a $2 billion acquisition, guys. Be smart with your money, huh?
I'm sure they made a lot of money back from Minecraft though, because they have it on multiple platforms.
Billion? You think they made $2 billion so far off of that?
Yes.
When it already sold like 100 million copies.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. I'd like to.
Doug's the big fan here. I don't know. He could probably answer it better than I could.
I want to look up figures at some point. You think that it's made back the two bill? Okay.
Like merchandising alone.
Oh yeah. If they own the merchandising, then easily.
Yeah, didn't think about that. Never mind. PUBG, sadly, will no longer support Steam family sharing because of their new anti-cheat software that they're bringing out. And I guess that it's not only the cheaters that this is affecting. They're actually putting in the new anti-cheat to get you to stop deleting game files because people don't want to play the new desert map.
I didn't know that. Wow.
People, there's some people who absolutely hate the new map, and there's a lot of complaining about it. So they're going through and deleting the game files in order for it not to load.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So
they should just have a setting. Just replace the setting.
Well, they should have a voting. They should have at least like a voting in the channel, just to be like in the lobby. What map do you want to play? Just make it fucking do it for the people. Stop fucking around.
Do it for the peoples.
That's right. And Kenny 420 has just subscribed.
Nice.
Thank you for that 4 months.
What the fuck is a Kenny?
Oh.
What the fuck is a Kenny?
Thanks, Kenny.
We'll be getting that soon. Sony is going to be adding super sampling to the PS4 Pro. Haha. It can improve image quality of some games with 2K resolutions or lower. So if you still got that CRT screen, or if you still got that giant ass fucking floor model that you're hooking up with the two little prongs in the back that hook up to the antenna, this is for you.
Nice. Finally.
Finally. my old tube TV is gonna get.
I've got this sick fucking 13-inch CRTV, weighs 500 pounds. I can't wait to play on that.
And then there's just a couple little mentions here before we go, but EA has mentioned that PUBG's success is worth noting, and that the Battlefield team is looking at new and innovative ways to play. AKA, we're going to get Battlefield Battlegrounds soon.
I mean, Battlefield
Battlegrounds.
Yeah, Battlefront grounds. I mean, I think EA should have better luck going after Fortnite because, man, Fortnite is so much fun.
Fortnite is quickly becoming a staple in many people's lives. I know that some people don't like the cartooniness and all that, but There's a lot of people who love it, but there's still a ton of people who are fucking buying and playing PUBG. So both of them are fine. I think overall what we're talking about here is just battle royale mode, and that's what everyone's building towards because that's what everybody wants to play right now, and that's it's the new shiny thing that everyone needs to reach for.
It is, and people are going to keep coming out with versions. Some going to be good, some going to be bad, and hopefully EA can bring something new to the table. Whoever brings it, I hope somebody brings something new to it.
I know who would. Rockstar with Red Dead Redemption 2 Battle Night Field Fort Royale.
What was that?
Mode.
What was that? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 Battlefront Battleground Field Fort.
And there's the title of our show, folks.
It's gotten delayed, if you didn't know. Red Dead 2 is not coming out until October 26th, and let's hear Doug's thoughts. That's it. That's Doug's thoughts.
What else is new? Oh, it got delayed again. What? Is this a Rockstar game or so? Oh, it is.
What pisses me off about it is that they didn't even give you a new trailer. They were just like, fuck you. Here, it's just a new release date.
Yep.
They're like, we know you're going to buy it anyway, so.
Yeah, we know you schmuck's going to buy this shit anyways.
Don't give us anything else. Don't give us a fucking story or anything, I guess. Whatever.
It's going to come with an online mode, and that's all.
Yeah, the story is...
Worked for Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, believe me, online is going to be a huge part of this game.
I hope they have RP servers. That's all I care about. I want to be a cowboy on a RP server. Cowboy.
That may have been the first time we've ever referenced Kid Rock in our show. And hopefully the last.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that you'll always be a cowboy to me.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Just on to the next story now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Switch online service is coming in September, finally. And it's going to cost you $19.99 a year. It's going to include free game downloads that last for a month. Then you got to give them back.
Okay.
Okay. And you're done with this now.
Hope you beat it.
Just imagining almost like a librarian sort of person. Just and you're done with this now. But I'm in the middle. Ah, God damn it.
My concern with this, okay, and this is separate. Nintendo had their like My Nintendo Club. Like when you buy a video game, you get coins or something like that you can use to redeem toward free stuff.
They still have that.
They still have that, yes. They have for 3DS and Wii U right now where you can redeem towards stuff like that.
And for the Switch.
No, they don't have for the Switch.
Yes, they do have for the Switch, but you could just buy wallpapers.
No, you can't buy wallpapers for the Switch.
Yes, you can, Kev.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Because I've done it. Have I bought a wallpaper? No, because you could just find them online for free for somebody who has bought it.
Like, are you talking about like PC wallpaper, or are you talking about wallpaper for your Switch?
PC.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm talking about for the Switch.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is they have like these little, like, when you go to redeem your coins, they have like categories, and they're like, oh yeah, redeem for Wii U, redeem for 3DS, and then Switch coming soon. And it's been that way. It's going to go on a year now. But the thing is, the coins expire after a year. So like you're going to go a whole year without being able to cash these coins in.
Huh?
So that kind of sucks.
Every time you buy a game, you get coins.
Yeah.
Have you been saving them then?
Yes.
And not redeeming them?
Because I don't have a Wii U or a 3DS. Why would I want to do that?
I'm just asking you, so you haven't redeemed them yet.
No, I've got 68 coins, and like I said, they give you a point summary, and they'll tell you when they'll expire.
Right.
And yeah, it sucks.
So it's so this service, I hope that they change it because it's along the same lines as your other game services for other consoles, but instead of just giving you the games, as long as you have the online service, you can play them for free. They're going to let you have it for a month, and then they take it back, and then you get another game, just one game a month. And the first game is like Dr. Mario. That's been announced already.
Oh,
the original, not some remake. It's actually
Yeah,
it's the original one.
from the NES.
Yeah.
All of the games that
Terrible.
you're getting for free are original NES games that have been announced so far. There's no, I think later on the SNES. But the other thing is that VC hasn't even been announced or said if it's coming with the online service or not. So I don't know what the fuck's happening there either.
Yeah.
Virtual console.
And that's, once again, ways to make money because people will rebuy all their virtual console stuff. I wonder if they're holding out on that because they want to sell more classic SNESs and all that stuff.
This thing, the classic SNES sold like 5 million so far. 4.1 million.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Our last story is that Nintendo has announced. Drum roll, please. Or not.
Doug hit the button. He was hitting the
yeah,
drum roll button.
I hit the drum roll button. Sorry,
You
that's
just
on
didn't
my-
hear it.
That's on my end. You can't hear it.
Fuck, guys, come on. We got to get on the same page. Mario Kart Tour for the smartphones.
Parkour?
Parkour.
Parkour Tour.
Oh, God, that'd be awesome. Hardcore parkour.
Now, nobody knows if this is going to be like an endless driver or if it's going to be an actual Mario Kart game, but we'll see.
I could see it being a full Mario Kart game, but there's going to be some kind of like, you know how Super Mario Run or Animal Crossing had it, where there's like a pay feature at some point.
There's going to be paint jobs. There's going to be you could buy new tires, and you could actually be a part of the pit crew, and then blowjob. There's going to be a lot
Sorry?
to pay for the game.
What was hold on? What was that?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
What was that? What was what?
What was you said blowjobs?
Oh, no, this is a family friendly.
Let's rewind. Let's see, about an hour. You just want to replay your misconnection again, real quick, Ricky Rat?
Like I said, family.
oh boy! Oh, I sure do love to eat pussy. I believe is what you said. I believe is what you said. I'm a pussy monster.
I'm the pussy monster.
God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, that joke's for Mom.
That's for the kids.
Earmuffs.
This
A little late to say.
this episode is brought to you by Disney World, where
No,
you can take the family
God.
and enjoy the fun.
It says because Ricky Rat eats cats.
Oh, no.
He's like, Alf. Oh my God! Was that the
I love
joke?
that
Wait, was that a joke? Was that the joke in Alf?
Yes,
He eats cats.
yes.
I mean, he did, yeah.
No, because that fool eats pussy like a fucking alien.
God.
All right, let's get out of here.
Please.
Man, the 80s, dude, the 80s are crazy. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Stay for the Q&A. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
We'll see you next week. Until then, lots of loves, hug, and all that bullshit.